Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about miracles. It's gonna take a miracle. I think that was Denise Williams who sang that song. She was prophetic. It's gonna take a miracle. And miracles at times are not what you think, nor do they entail what you think they entail to manifest. So we have a really interesting day today. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to learn more about us. Um, we speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We also speak to individuals who are looking to upgrade their level of productivity. All right, let's dive into the topic. Today, we're talking about again miracles and productivity. Allow me to first say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller Racing Fences, which was a Today Show book of the month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is out right now. Just came out a few days ago. Look for that in bookstores everywhere. That book interrogates the intersection between race and violence in America through the prism of an American story about an American family who has identical twin sons, the youngest of whom contracts vitiligo, the skin disease which makes people of color lose their pigmentation in splotches. The book's really powerful. Set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown, of course, was murdered, and the conflagration that initially ensued there as well. So, powerful book. I'm also the president of the board of directors of the World Stage, a very powerful 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles. We are a literature and jazz venue off Crenshaw Boulevard, just a beautiful, beautiful place in Leimert Park. 7 days of programming for youth and adults, just powerful. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I am an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful and amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Just difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi said back in the day, how you like me now, right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show, and that in many ways inspires our show, inspires our business. We believe that folks from any station in life can do any damn thing. And we're here to say we want to help you yourself. So thanks for being here. Again, today we're talking about miracles and productivity. In the morning show, we like to also touch on the idea of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. As you know, at times we wake up with trouble on our mind, and that trouble can follow us throughout our day, into our night, into our dream state, and then reemerge in the morning. Bigger, broader, and more dangerous. And so we know that when we have that type of trouble on our mind, it creates stress. And as we know, stress is a killer. Stress can literally kill you through hypertension, through various other types of health concerns, high blood pressure, rather heart disease. It can go on, right? So we are acutely aware of helping people, of the need to help people handle their stress in a way that's productive and healthy. So, 'cause in our business, many people handle stress by drinking because it's illegal and it's socially acceptable. And there are so many alcoholics in the world of business. It's a little stunning among entrepreneurs, especially because oftentimes we are the ones who are the outliers, the ones who are taking the ball first, taking the hits first, and taking the risk. And so with that risk comes hella stress to go to the Bay Area on it, and that hella stress will make you want to have some yak, some Jack Daniels. So we are recommending you don't take that option. So what we do instead of Jack Daniels is that we help people to use ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing at around the same time. So allow me to, it's best seen through example. Let me give you my brief morning ritual as it to serve as an exemplar. In the mornings I wake up at 3:45, including today. I mean 3:30 actually, even earlier. I read a couple of spiritual business books. I do our show at 4:45. At 5 I work on my current book until sunrise. And at sunrise I walk out to the beach. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California. I bring my drum, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga, I come back, I work on my current book for a while longer, and then return to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym, Gold's Gym, to get my workout in. Guys, by 10:30 I'm feeling like a beast. My body is being flooded with endorphins. I use that endorphin release to move me towards my goals and objectives. We are not saying you need to do what I do, although you're welcome to do it because it works pretty well. But we are saying that we help people to construct their own morning rituals so they can lean upon that throughout the day. Let me tell you, because the last couple of weeks I have not been on top of my game. I've gotten up late a few times. I just haven't been super on my discipline game. I'm still getting up early, but not as early as I usually do. Still getting up early, but not as early as I usually do. Hitting that snooze alarm, which is not really my personality, but hitting the snooze. And I can tell the difference. So even after all these years of having spiritual practice, I need me some spiritual practice, let me tell you. So I know the benefits of it are powerful. So now I'm reading 3 great books as part of my morning reading. I'm reading a book called Cash in the Flash, which is a book of kind of about entrepreneurial techniques and spirituality. I'm reading a book called Owning the Moment, which is about seizing and owning that moments. And I'm reading a book called The Nag Hammadi Reader, which is a book about, it's a compendium of Gnostic or so-called Gnosis knowledge literature from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd centuries. That book's also great. So from those 3 books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I let miracles manifest by keeping my vows, seizing opportunities, and letting Jah move, right? So I contemplate those ideas throughout my day, and I create the morning and afternoon shows based upon those particular ideas. And here we are talking about miracles. Booyah, let's start. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com, holla at us, have me come speak to your group, school, or organization. Point 1, you want to know that miracles are possible. I mean, I'm not sure why this is even important, but you have to believe. I'm not even sure why. I'm a professor. I'm a theorist who believes in doing my due diligence around knowledge, and it sounds a little bit, I don't know, whimsical to believe in miracles, to say that you have to believe in miracles, but I just work here. I just know that it works. That belief is job 1. Part 2 is that once you believe that miracles are possible, you have to follow the internal guidance, that still small voice or intuition, which goes into point 3. As you begin to do that, know that miracles are possible, follow the intuition that leads you to the miracles. You have to follow through. That oftentimes, I know for me, is that's my weakest point, is the follow through. I mean, I follow through, of course, in many things, but just in terms of being much more consistent and following through with more intensity. Because it's easy once you get to a certain point to kind of back off, right? So I'm working right now actually on following through, that's keeping my vows to myself, which is part of my morning chant. Just following through on what the Spirit is leading me to. But as you begin to do those things, you will see an obvious, guaranteed uptick in your level of productivity, to the point I am arguing that miracles, what can be defined as miracles, are going to happen. My life itself is a miracle. Given my background, as LeBron James said, I ain't supposed to be here, right? So, boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, miraculously early, at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Have me come out, speak to your group, school, or organization. Go to productivethroughjoy.com to reach out to us, okay? I think that's it. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.